You know, it was pretty straightforward. There was excitement generated with voluminous rock guitar. There's just no other way to put it. But when you get a really great sound, that excitement will give you chills and make your hair stand on end. So that was always my goal. I wanted to do that on a continuous basis. I was already playing in clubs when I was 15. That's how I made my living. And I just figured I'd do that wherever I went. I could define that. I know what is a good sound to me. What I try to get, it's a forever search. You're always striving for it. Really strong chord sound that has, when you strike the chord, you feel like it's got punch and delivers. You in tune? That was something I dreamt up in around 1970. I wanted to have a guitar that whose action was really fast, and I thought glass would be the thing, the slickest, fastest action you could have, but nobody knew how to make something like that back then. And I had them do a couple extra things, like cut this away here, so you'd have a smoother reach up to the high end. I thought it was going to sound really brittle and hard, you know, kind of like the Dan Armstrong does. But it's not that way at all. It's very round and full and pretty sweet. I was with Blue Cheer in that time. They were known as a really loud band, but I was always loud anyhow. So basically I was louder than Blue Cheer by myself. I just thought, how cool would it be to line up the LA runway with big amps, and at the time Fender Showmans were the biggest, just line the runway with them and see which one has more volume when one of those jets takes off or land, and I'll play while it's doing it. We had about 5 or 6 Fender dual Showmans in a band I had before Blue Cheer, and I would plug them all together and do a solo, virtuoso, for about 20 minutes, and it was really fun. And all that sound coming out of one guitar was really fun. And the song Fruit and Icebergs has these huge chords that are just drawn out, and it's like this giant monster going across the global scape, and there's nowhere to run to get away from this thing, and it was like each chord was a nuclear bomb going off, and it was standing in front of all those amps, hitting those chords was really dramatic. So you could really feel it. So that was really intriguing, because that hadn't been done yet. When you go on, if you're going to go up on stage, you're going to go up to slay everybody, right? Yeah, well, that's what you do. Or why are you doing it, except to pitter patter and have fun, I guess. If I go on stage, I want to slay everybody. No prisoners taken, man. It's a thing where it's mandatory commandment from God upon high. Otherwise, there's no point. Unless, you know, it's a barbecue in the backyard, you're goofing off, and I don't like to do that. I like to go hunting for meat. I was kind of surprised after being away so long to know how popular it really became to young people who weren't even born at that time. I think that blew me away more than anything. And I was really glad to see that, because that meant there was a connection. From then in the mind to the young people now in the mind, there was a definite connect. And that's something about that's very important.
Thank you.